Hi, this is Julie with Magnolia Grace Cottage. I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing today with this splatter screen from Dollar Tree and also some rope from Dollar Tree. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove the cardboard, and I'm going to cut all this meshing out around this frame here. Once I've cut that out, I set that aside, get my rope, and I'm going to make a circle with this. I'm just eyeballing here, so I'm gonna connect it here, cut it, glue it, and tape it. Now what I've done is I've kind of bended this meshing, kind of curving it. I'm starting to glue this rope to the edge here. You gotta be really careful because this wire is very sharp. So go ahead and glue this on. Okay, and I use my glue mat, guys, to protect the surface that I'm working on. So continue to glue it all around here. And that's how it's looking so far. Once I have it all the way wrapped around this, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tape. You don't have to use tape. It was just some added support until it would set. Now I'm going to add a row of rope onto the inside too, just to give it a little bit of support and make sure nothing is poking through. So what we are making here is a shoo fly, if you've ever heard of them. From long, long ago, they would put these over food to keep the flies off. So hence shoo flies. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I have some of my poster board that I grunged up, a piece here. I am going to cut this piece in half and run strips on each side, just as extra support inside. It's about 10.5 inches long, and the width is about 3/4 of an inch. So what I've done is I've cut the strips and I've cut them in half again. So they are going to be glued right underneath this screw here for this knob. And it'll give it a little bit of extra support. Okay, now what I've done is I put some Mod Podge into this little disposable bowl, and I put some instant coffee in here. I'm going to mix it around and I'm going to spread it around this. See this wonderful consistency, this rust consistency it gets? It's luscious, okay guys? So now I'm just going to start brushing and dabbing everywhere. Now what I'm gonna do is take a wipe here and just kind of go over this meshing. I want it to look old, but I still want to be able to look through it. Make sure I get the rope really good so it looks nice and aged. And I go over the shape. Keep it in that nice shape that I want. So when it dries, it will dry where I put it. I'm going to go by the knob here, put it on nice and thick. I'm gonna get some more instant coffee and I'm going to sprinkle it over the knob. And underneath here. Now, so we're gonna let this dry and move on to the next step. So this is completely dry. and I sprayed some Color Shot root beer. It just gives it a real old rusty kind of a look to it. Now I made another one, guys, with a strainer from Dollar Tree. All you have to do is get some really good wire cutters here, cut these off, and I did the same thing. I used the Mod Podge and the instant coffee, and I also put a little knob on top here, just glued it on there with E6000 and hot glue, and I also sprayed this root beer float. So here they are, the Shooo Fly domes. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. This is Julie at Magnolia Grace Cottage.